Hello, my food mood friends. Chandra Zen Odyssey. Welcome back to my world. I want to make a very specific offer in this video, and I really want to hone in on why investing in our wellness is the most important thing that we can do. And I also really want to offer an actual way to invest in your health.
Welcome! Here is your hostess and coach, Chandra Zas, helping people make food and mood changes doable without missing out. Go ahead, high five that like button, subscribe and share while you're there.
I have a 6-month food and mood program that you've probably heard me talk about, and I've been working with one-on-one clients for some time now, and for a lot of people it's just not financially doable. And so I want to offer a program that is like really financially accessible. It's also in the form of a group and of a membership, so it's also with other people, which food and habit change and health change, it's more challenging when we try to do it alone. And so there's a couple components that really make it a really useful way to change, like work on changes inside of yourself, but also witness other people changing and getting into this place that we're not alone. The last few years have been really rough for a lot of us, having the pandemic, having the economy. There's been a lot of extra stressors that make it easier for us to do things that harm our health. The way that I really like to think about health is that it's an accumulation of choices. So diet, stress, and lifestyle. So what my program addresses is really the stress piece first, is really working on getting tools, not rules, for internally managing our stress instead of using food or screens or drinking or just checking out and not being present in our body and not being connected to what's nourishing our body. And so there's a way that we can, so what I teach in my program, to manage our mind and also be in relationship with our emotions that internally lowers stress so that we don't need to use the escape buttons to deal with our stress, to cope. The external ways of reducing our stress, those are the ones that actually harm our health. So we work with the emotional component first, the stress piece, the mind, the emotions, the feelings, and then we work on doing a food reset and really redefining and renormalizing what is actually nourishing food. What are foods that we can eat that nourish our body and physiologically make us feel better in our brain, in our gut, in our belly, in our body, dealing with inflammation, dealing with bloating, brain fog, all of the symptoms that really zap our energy and make us feel more exhausted, and actually giving us more energy and time for the things that really matter the most to us, like being patient and compassionate and productive, and ways that actually enhance our life, enhance our vitality.
Hello, my friend. How are you? I'm in the Dead Sea, floating in the water. Go ahead and like and share and follow so we can keep in touch.
What do you guys think? I am really excited about this. One of my biggest goals is to really help as many people as possible, because I know what it's like to not have my health. I was a kid that was really inflamed. I was on a lot of medications and I was depressed, anxious. I had eczema all over my body, asthma, and my doctors just said, you just got to use medications for the rest of your life, because that's what Western doctors have as tools. Even though they really have the best of intention, they want to help us. They're not taught that in med school. They're not allowed to actually even give us those preventative healing ways to change our life so that we accumulate health. And so my program is based all around the foundational components of diet, stress, and lifestyle change. And most people try to make health changes from a place of restriction or self-control or willpower. And the really big difference in how I deal with health is by really connecting to how we want to feel and really making those health changes from a place of love and care for both our own body, our families, ultimately even the people around us, that we can actually be a health inspiration when it comes to choosing and offering and engaging in healthy habits. a lot of it based around food, because food really is the foundational component for health. It's what we're putting into our body every day. Are we putting in man-made calories? Are we putting in real nourishing food? What is real nourishing food? So it's simple, it's doable, it's really impactful, and it's at a price point that is really doable. And so this has been my goal for since I opened my business. This is how I knew I wanted to eventually go. And I think this is the really perfect time. I am getting like messages from marketers and people who are wanting to saying like, hey, there's this big wellness boom right now. It's really cool, all the offers that I'm getting. And so for me, it's like another little bird in my ear saying like, now's the time, like launch this. So I'm really happy to be offering this. I'm gonna open my membership program starting in January. You can sign up now and even start getting access to my videos and start really doing some of the work and really investing in your wellness, investing in your health in very simple, practical, doable ways. So I would love you to sign up and actually start making the commitment to invest in your health. I know the holidays are upon us and there's a lot of busyness. And I know that January is a great time that a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling the holidays, all of the lack of routine, all of the food, all of the stress and socialness. So January is a great time to start. And the idea is that it will be a program that is very accessible. I'll have, if you can't make the calls, I'll have the recorded calls. You can get coached live with me. You can use the videos in my app to learn and to really apply the work to yourself. There's self-tracking journals. My program is really dialed. My clients I've been working with over the last couple of years are so stoked on like the actual real changes that they're making. They often come to me for one thing, I want more brain productivity, or I want this pain to go away, and then other things start to clear up because when like lipomas or gout, because when we actually focus on nourishing our body and our body has what it needs to do its job, function and maintain, then things start to clear up. When I was in my 20s, people started coming to me and being like, well, I have this issue and I have this issue. And I was like, well, this is what I do. This is how I figured out my health. And it kept working for person after person. And so it's very simple. It's very doable. Another thing clients tell me is like, why aren't we taught this in schools? It's so simple and makes such a difference in our quality of life of just knowing what we can do with our emotions. That doesn't have to do with escape buttons, what foods to actually focus on, clearing up all that confusion and overwhelm of what is actually healthy. And so it's a system, it's a method, it's a process that is dialed and ready for you to join my membership and sign up and really start taking simple, doable, actionable steps that will accumulate to you feeling a lot better. I work with grandparents and parents and business owners. Marketers tell me not to say everyone, but honestly, my program really is for everyone. It will make a big difference if you're already working on your health and you're already invested, you already understand that it's important, which I think is a lot of people right now. It will really help if you're already buying organic. It will really help if you're at a low point and you're like, I need to do something and I'm tired of what the doctors have to offer me. I want something more than a pill. I want something more than medications. I want something more than Band-Aids. My program really gets to the root cause of health, diet, stress, and lifestyle, food, emotions, and how we're actually showing up in our life, how we're spending our time, what we're prioritizing. And so I really encourage you to sign up for my membership. It's really for you. I've really built this to be like, how can I know that for me, finding my health it's just the most important thing. And it's just not as complicated and complex as most people feel. And so I really have broken it down into simple ways to change. Like ultimately, I used to think that life coaching was really cheesy until I realized that life coaching is about helping people make changes. And it's making changes from the inside, from connecting to what it is that we really want, from thinking about our future, from thinking about how we want to feel after a meal tomorrow morning, 10 years from now. What is the health that you want? And what can you start doing today from a place of love that will accumulate health. I have a lot of cool options or add-ons in my program. There's going to be a live workshop, an additional live workshop with experts that come in, functional doctors, naturopathic doctors, diabetes specialists, to name just a few. People who are going to start coming in and giving live workshops and adding a lot of extra value, so you have other resources. My goal is really to make this a health club, to really make it a food and mood health club, and a membership where we're all doing this together and kind of and re-normalizing health, self-care, wellness, how we can really feed ourselves, our family, and really what matters most to us. So thank you for being here and being someone who's listening to these videos. I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me. And please share this video. If there's somebody in your life who you know is like looking for this kind of help, please send them this video, and please sign up and join my membership, and let's get this food and mood movement revolution going from the inside out, from love. And yeah, the best thing that we can all do is for our wellness is to really invest in our health, to really invest in these habit shifts and know and feel the difference of what different foods make us feel like, and they impact our mood. They help our kids learn in school. They help our own brains be able to focus. And yeah, it really is, I think, the most important thing that we all can do. So please join me. I would really love it. And I hope you have a beautiful day. And thank you so much.